I thought it would have been he, not it. Whatever. Anyway, a spokesman for the local branch of the Emergencies Ministry confirmed to AFP that a sea animal attacked a man in the southern Kaisan region but declined to provide further details. Another local spokesman said officials expected to receive more details of the attack after hoping to speak to the... Okay, I didn't write this one. I was speaking to the man today. Following the attack, local emergencies ministry officials not tortured, the area, warning thousands of swimmers to watch out for sharks, Interfax said. See, it would have just been quicker to play the Jaws music. Several types of sharks, including the herring shark, can be spotted in the northwestern part of the Sea of Japan, but they do not attack people, and swimming there is considered generally safe. The Emergencies Ministry spokesman, how many times do I have to say that, told AFP his ministry has never before registered a shark attack on a human in the Primorye region. Meanwhile, a woman vacationing in Puerto Rico was mauled by a shark in the bioluminescent bay of... Oh, jeez. Where's Phil when you need him? Phil! Vacuse. There we go. Let's see if that sets him off. Requiring emergency surgery for wounds to the leg, officials said. Lydia Strunk, oh, what a terrible name, 27, was bitten by a shark in waters off the Puerto Rican island of Vieques and airlifted to San Juan's Puerto Rico Medical Center, said emergency services official Mr. Martinez there. The bite was around 30 centimeters long from the ankle to the knee near the back of her right leg and damaged 4 tendons of the right foot, but hospital officials said she would be able to walk. Strunk, a former vice president of the Amnesty International's US chapter, will need to remain hospitalized for 4 to 5 days, doctors said. Earlier this week, a British diver was killed by a shark while snorkeling on his honeymoon in the Seychelles. That was the second fatal shark attack in the region in just over a fortnight. Moral of the story...
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. Moral of the story, if you hear the Jaws music, get the F out of the water, man.
That's what I keep yelling at the TV whenever I see Jaws, but they never listen to me.
Maybe they can't hear you.
Maybe, but all I know is if all these people on these horror movies would just start listening to me, I would save them a lot.
I know. It's like, don't go upstairs. And they all run upstairs. How dumb is that?
Don't go out into the woods, and they all run out into the woods. Let's all separate. Don't ever listen to the white people in these movies. Come on.
And remain a virgin. There you go.
Yes.
Because they'd never kill a virgin.
Nope.
Next.
And now for something completely different. I think now should have possibly been the cows with guns. Get it? Guns. Okay. You have to mentally prepare for this one.
Why?
Because in order to seriously discuss bull sperm... Exactly.
Ka-ching!
My point. Okay. Bull sperm spillage forces police to shut Tennessee highway. August 24th. Whoa, that's a time traveling thing, because that was today. I mean, a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, a heavily trafficked Tennessee highway was shut down after police discovered 4 large canisters of bull semen on the road. The tanks reportedly fell off of a Greyhound bus around 5 a.m. local time as it was traveling around a curvy stretch of Interstate 65 South just below Nashville. WKRN, not to be confused with PQRN. TV said. Local police and fire officials, as well as a hazardous materials crew, were called to the scene after drivers reported seeing 4 large unmarked canisters with steam and a foul odor coming from them. Okay, so bull sperm has steam. That's cool. After discovering buckets on the ground near the containers, officials were able to link the mystery cargo back to the bus, which has been carrying chilled canisters filled with straws of frozen bull sperm packed in liquid nitrogen. Ah, that's why it's steamed. Okay.
Yeah.
Greyhound buses commonly carry cargo in addition to passengers, a Greyhound spokesperson told WKRN, because that was totally relevant to the story.
Yeah, you know, 'cause hey, people carry shit when they travel. Shock.
I just want to know who was mailing bull sperm from one person to the other.
I'm taking a wild guess here and thinking maybe a farmer.
I'd do it as a prank.
That's a very, very expensive prank you're going to pull there, 'cause that probably would have been a couple of grand's worth in each canister. At least.
Well, that depends. If the bull is an award-winning bull, as in he's gone on to win, like in rodeos and things like that, then it would be even more. We're talking a couple of grand for just one bull.
Probably just one straw would be enough, yeah. You know, we've seen farmers and that on Australian TV who will quite happily open their freezers at home and go, look, here's some bull sperm that we've got, and there's about $2,000 worth in this syringe, and you're just sitting there and going, okay, yeah, might just pass on that roast dinner, thanks. Because it, you know, ew.
Cows with guns. Anyway, so, and now for something completely different. Last week we had a lot of technical errors, and last week was just really, really horrible. But at the very end of last week's show, I was able to jump in and talk about one quick fundraiser, and I'd like to talk about it again since there weren't many people there.
Yes, and people need to know about it, so go right ahead.
Yes, if anything, if you can't donate money, you at least need to know about it just so you can support, you know, by means of just saying, you know, good on you or whatever. This guy, Edward Russell, is going to walk 160 miles from Cardiff to London in order to raise money for the Meadow House Hospice. For those of you that are Doctor Who fans, either classic or new, you will probably know who this woman is. I'm walking in order to raise money for Meadow House Hospice. This NHS-funded facility recently cared for Elizabeth Sladen, known to many of you as Sarah Jane Smith from the TV series Doctor Who. Like many of her fans and friends, I was deeply saddened by Liz's death in April of 2011, and I hope to raise as much money as possible for this wonderful cause. More details and a target sum are to follow. Starting on Saturday, September the 3rd, I will walk from BBC's Upper Boat Studios in Cardiff, where Sarah Jane Adventures was filmed, aiming to arrive at the BBC Television Centre where Liz first filmed Doctor Who, in London the following Friday. I will largely be following the National Cycling Route number 4, walking the equivalent of a marathon every day.
Wow.
So, I checked, and last week it was like 8,000 something. I don't quite remember what the total was, but now we're at 9,478 pounds.
And in British money, that's a absolute crud load.
Let's see. Hang on. I've got a converter right here, and I'll tell you exactly what that is in American dollars. Let's see. 9,478. 478. Now, assuming, of course, that my converter is up to date as far as the transitions go, that's $15,606.
Wowza.
Yeah, so that is
that's
quite
good.
impressive. But, I mean, Elizabeth Sladen was an absolute wonderful, wonderful woman.
And a better actress. So that just tells you how good she is, because she is fantastic.
Oh yeah, she was. Oh my God, she was fantastic. There are people. I'm looking down at some of the comments on this website, and it shows how much they've donated and how much they've and like a comment next to it. There is one person on here who donated £5,000,
Wow. Yay to them!
and yeah, way to go. It's anonymous, but people have donated like $2.50, like $2.50 or £2.50, $10, 20, 10. I see a lot of tens and 20s. There's one person on here. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, another anonymous poster gave $160, £1, or excuse me, 160 pounds, £1 for every mile.
That's not bad at all. That's just great.
Mm-mm.
So,
That's amazing.
yay.
So I'm tomorrow or today, right now actually, I am in the process of right now posting the link to the chat room, so everyone can go see it. The guy is also going to be having a blog to talk about his progress and all of this. And considering it is August 26th, I think, right now. I
yes,
could be wrong. I
is.
may very well be wrong. Yes, it's going to be the 26th.
26th.
Awesome. Then, you've still got time to donate before this walk starts, and you'll be able to see everything. Elizabeth Sladen was a wonderful woman. She was an inspiration to all of us. So, give whatever you can, even if it's just support for this guy.
Yes. Very, very important to support people that are going out of their way to do something amazing for humanity.
Yes.
So, and just before we have to knock off here, I want to slip in an update on the Daniel Morecambe case. So, just in case anybody has fallen behind 8 years. Okay, 8 years ago there was a 13-year-old boy taken from a bus stop at Woombai on the Sunshine Coast. It has taken them 8 years to get to the point where they have arrested a man for the murder and the abduction of Daniel Morecambe. He would be 21 this year. They moved into the Beerburrum State Forest, which is effing huge, just in, layman's terms. And they have got it down to a space the size of a room. So it was a pool last week. They have got it down now to the size of a room, like a bedroom. They found 2 shoes last week, and they have this week found 3 bones, but we are waiting for the weather to clear up so they can continue finding the rest of this poor young man, so that his family can give him a decent burial. So thank you to the SES workers and the police that are out there trying to find this young man. Our support goes out to the Morecambe family, and the walk for Daniel will probably be extra huge this year, so that'll be excellent. So, yeah, sorry, my rant's finished.
Awesome.
So, yes, on that note, with positive thoughts towards the people that it's involving, let's say see you later for this week, and we'll catch you next week once I have patted a TARDIS and said hi to all my author friends, some of which we're going to be interviewing in the next few weeks, come hell or high water. Do you hear me, Marianne? Okay. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
And this has been the Friday Ketchup, powered by the ParaQuest Radio Network. Remember to catch the Hostess with No Ghostess every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the ParaQuest Radio Network.